Welcome. It's Getting Over It, the game you guys keep yelling us about.
Yeah,
Here it is.
Maybe you guys should take your own advice.
We're gonna be here with Mr. Bennett Foddy.
And one day get over it.
Maker of Quap.
Who's that Pokemon? Oh no, it's not what I wanted.
It's not what you wanted?
It's not my starter
it's
Pokemon.
It's a weird nightmare.
You having... Okay there? You alright there, Neil Armstrong? Like, damn. And...
I'm just gonna go over here real quick. And...
Off you go.
And now I've lost. It's possible.
Thanks for playing Getting Over It.
The weird thing is that he moves on the screen.
What do you mean?
So you don't have a continuous control over your placement of the hammer, because he moves too.
Oh,
like
yeah,
if he was fixed in if he was always in a fixed spot on the screen, then like your hammer would always it will be in the same spot until you move your mouse.
Yeah, I think the worst part is that he also is moving his hammer in midair. So you could be like flying around, and then your hammer is in the position against against the wall. So you hit the wall and just fall back down. You're like, oh, good.
So this is the latest game that all them YouTubers is playing.
This is one of those buzz games that people
supposed to get real angry at it.
Yeah, people don't want to play it themselves because they think it's funny to watch other people get angry at the game.
Yep.
So,
although I do find it more immediately appealing than Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah, but it's
Simulator, I tried playing it. I'm like, I hate you.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
I'm like, fuck off, Surgeon Simulator.
I feel like this game is more in the realm of Doki Doki Literature Club.
I've never played this game before, by the way, but I seem to be kind of getting some of it.
If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home, and you have to go back after spending.
What is this fucking workout? Windmills?
If you want some money,
yeah, it's the windmill thing. Let's turn him up a little bit. I can't even hear him.
That's fine.
Winnings on red, but it came
there we go.
up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up.
Or your dad on Facebook.
If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much.
Because you have a bad day.
And come back.
Sing a sad song just to turn it around. Oof.
All right. Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop.
Wait, was he here the whole time? He's acting like we just started this journey.
Always, even your mistakes.
Does this game save?
Yeah, it does.
I was surprised by that.
Sexy hiking. The author of that game was Jazzuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely. And they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following.
Oh, God.
They're built more for the joy of building
We're working on it.
than as polished products.
We're working on it.
You're like, need for speeding some of this, and I'm freaking out.
So he's explaining the concept of B games, which is basically like the entire career of the guy that made Steven Sausage Roll before he made Steven Sausage Roll. All of his games are like this bizarreness.
In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
Yep. There's a few frustrations to be had.
I wish you're like.
Oh shit.
He says that, so he says like, oh yeah, you're at risk. Like some cliffs are too steep, blah blah. But you programmed it.
No.
Oh, but you programmed the mechanics to not be as fluid as it could be. So then that's why there is such a thing as like cliffs that are almost too jagged to climb up and things of that nature. So it's not like it's not. You're making it like it's a life lesson, but it's really not. It's just you decided that's what you wanted as a designer.
Do any of the buttons on your mouse?
It's all movement.
No, I'm asking you a different question.
What?
Do any of the buttons on your mouse change the sensitivity of your mouse?
No, but you can change the sensitivity.
No, I'm accidentally pressing them, and I'm just checking with you.
Oh,
because my mouse has a button that changes its sensitivity on the fly between two different settings.
I turned that off on mine.
Yeah,
I was worried. that I would press that one day. And also I needed that button for Overwatch. So I did. I got rid of it. Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Slanty ass platform causing me problems.
You could get that coffee cup, Keith.
You could get that coffee cup.
All you got to do is.
So if it's not clear, this is a game where you move your hammer affects
and
well, everything really. It's just you interact with the entire environment via this hammer.
The game is Roro Fight the Power.
Trying to get this controls. And this is a game that probably makes you really question the sensitivity and DPI and settings of your mouse.
No. Yes, no. I would circle both at the same time.
Not really confident about this. Hit.
Yep, you got it.
There we go.
I would also question a lot about the design choices for how your mouse.
That's really high.
Yeah, how your mouse orients the hammer. I think there's a lot of questionable actions within that.
Anyway, when you start that
I think
you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game.
Whoa. Damn.
It might take you an hour to get over that tree. And a lot of people
there you go.
Past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over.
Oh.
And there's a sense of truth in that. The obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them. Once you have the correct method or the correct equipment, or just by spending enough time. In that sense,
one of my biggest
this game is the king of the thing I always talk about in Sonic, which is like, why did a different thing happen every time I jump in Sonic? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Especially in Sonic Forces.
You just need to go slow.
Yeah.
You need to spend your first run going slow. It's not interesting for the audience. And no one would be entertained watching you slowly crawl through this. I don't feel like.
Listen, my entire channel is based on no one would be entertained by this.
Well, I mean, as in the whole point of this game itself, why people want people to play this game is to
lower yourself more. There we go.
They want you to fail, and if you don't fail by going so slow, then it kind of ruins the
shing.
Whooshing.
You don't want to see my Surgeon Simulator speedrun?
You're free to do whatever you want, Keith. I will be here continually talking until you give up. The
number one ground rule here is that Andrew refuses to touch the mouse.
I don't want to play it. I play good games and then get mad at them. Or I play bad games and then get mad at them. I don't play garbage and then get mad at it. And except for Sonic. And I let that happen.
I was going to say, we're going to go with this ultimatum because it sounds like it's going to break down halfway through.
Sonic is the only game that is truly trash at every conceptual point that I willingly play.
I'm getting better at that part.
But this appeals to me in no manner. That's fine.
The funny thing is that I first heard of this game during my Twilight Imperium stream, the first one we did, because near the end of it, someone's like asking me if I'm going to play this game, and I'm like, Mark Echo's getting over it, because all I could think was the Mark Echo game, which I don't think it's even called Getting Over. I think it's called Getting Up.
Yeah. Oh.
Why am I not launching?
Just do straight. You do straight, you can't fail. You can't fall off. Yeah, there you go. See?
There we go.
You can't it's not. Oh, I mean, the game
had a bad day.
The game wouldn't purposely do that. Hey, look, the game shows what it is on the side.
I don't even need to launch for that part.
No. That's a feature a lot of people I watched on stream don't seem to remember, is that you could pull yourself in and pull yourself out. You're free to. You have a lot of mobility with this game, but at the same time you don't, because it's very unpredictable.
This dude's upper body strength is out of control. These moments in particular, I'm like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, but I just don't understand. But sometimes he'll just throw himself off willingly. And you're like, did you do that on purpose, or? Because look at that. Sometimes it's so jarring. There you go. Nice. Pull it in.
Obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game.
Be careful, because that rock is not gonna. There's no invisible walls in this game.
Oh shit. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. but I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder.
Come on,
Imaginary
Keith, you
mountains
can
build
do it.
themselves from our efforts to climb
There you
them.
go.
And it's our repeated attempts to reach the
And-
summit that turns those mountains into something real.
Well, that's fine too. You can do it from there. Yeah. Oh. Well,
When you're
what are you
building a video
dabbing?
game world, you're building with ideas.
Like you immediately
And that can be
dab.
like
You're
working
like,
with quickset cement.
I thought you
mold
said,
your
"What are you,
ideas into a
Gavin?"
certain shape
I was like,
you
"What?
play with.
what?
And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at
Look at that.
point,
Like
you can't
he like
change the
is
world.
in the dab
Not
position.
without
His head is
breaking it into
down. Is like
pieces,
tugging.
and starting
Oh.
fresh with new ideas.
Oh.
So I took one piece of advice that I've heard about this game, which is that you set it to trackpad mode.
What?
Yeah,
Why did you set it to trackpad mode?
because it's useful, I think. Look at this. I can't go further away. Oh, shit.
That is an odd thing to do.
If you put it in trackpad mode, your mouse seems to stick near your character. Makes it more usable. Interesting. I don't have anything to compare it to because I've never played it without it. It's just a preemptive thing I heard once.
Huh.
Also, I've heard the narration of this game before, so I was curious. And yes, sexy hiking is a real video game.
I imagine it is. I mean, Colonel Mustard's Last Stand, I think, is also a video game on the Atari or something. The lights are objects, by the way, you can grapple
This
onto.
is rough to do.
Just remember that.
Oh, shit.
You will succeed.
It's rough because the hallway size is so close to the size of your hammer.
It feels that way, yeah.
It's funny because you see this game and you're like, well, obviously I'll be smarter than all those people are struggling with this game.
Yeah.
And then you try it and you're like, this is
I feel like it's a lot of ooh, nice. I feel like it's a lot of just adjusting to a mechanic.
yeah,
There you go.
son of a
Oh.
bitch. I can't
No.
figure out how to make it.
The light. Oh,
No!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Chotto matte, kurudasai.
Every time that I get launched, I'm like, why did that happen? Oh.
Oh.
Here. All right, so the metal is smooth. Hard to. Apparently, you can't catch your hammer on it. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
There
like
you
you're less capable of catching your hammer on it.
No. Nothing. Here's the thing about the game. Nothing in the game works in a consistent manner. A lot of it is
Slide to the left.
a lot of the mistakes you make are because you made them. Like all the mistake, and by which I mean it's not you fucking up as the player, it's you doing something and the game purposely spiting you for doing it. There you go. Yep. The lights are things you can grapple onto. You gotta grapple onto the lights.
Trying to get the hammer on. It's so weird to hard to articulate even what's going on through my head and what I'm trying to control. Like it's such a weird thing to try to commentate over because I'm like
Yeah, if you get the, like, say you get your hammer on the light, if you can manage to, then just pull yourself into the light and then thrust yourself off of it upward.
come on.
So you want to thrust yourself a little, but don't move your hammer up.
No.
Remember, when you're gonna thrust yourself.
You've
No,
done
don't.
this part before.
No, don't
You
do
know it's
that.
possible. Just do what you did the
So-
first time.
You did this part before? No, I didn't. You're lying.
No, he's not, because I've done it on my game.
No, I said new game though.
I know, but it still remembers it. My save is still there. There you go.
It's the hammer's fucking. It's flexing.
When you jump up, don't move your hammer.
So confused.
Because the problem with that's fine. But
why is that happening?
One of the biggest problems is when you jump, you instantly move your hammer because it's instinctual to do that. As like just anything, you're getting ready for the next thing. But this hallway is so high up that if you just stay, there you go. If you just throw yourself up and then you,
No. Damn it.
Jesus,
It's
I like how
amazing how you get different outcomes.
oh, it's not consistent
God.
each time.
Damn it.
There's no consistency in gravity or slipperiness or like traction. There's no consistency anywhere, which is I think what makes the game such a struggle for most people to play.
No, stop doing that. It's just like it's a weird control input because like if it was a joystick, you'd be like, okay, that joystick always makes me go that way.
Yeah,
but when it's like moving a mouse cursor on a screen relative to a moving character on a screen, it's like, it's really weird to try to figure out how you're gonna get around.
It's also weird that you have leverage, or you have the ability to stick onto things, but not.
Let's see.
No, there you go. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, there you go. See? There you go.
Oh, fuck. How do I even articulate these gestures I'm doing?
Just pull yourself in. It's okay. There you go, buddy. Just
no.
Oh, you almost got it though.
God damn it.
So you kind of get the gist.
I've gotten the gist the entire time. It's that I can't. The part of where I have to try to actually do it. Son of a bitch. Go that way. No. That way.
You're like spitefully pushing you that way.
Go that way. Okay. No. Oh, I didn't want to lift myself.
I think the thing that also trips people up is that the hammer is your legs, but also your arms. You know, like if you want to move forward, you must use your legs, which is the hammer, to move forward and backward. But if you want to grab on something, you have to use the hammer as your arms as well. So you're stuck in
it's stuck now. Shit.
You're stuck in like a position where when it's above your head, it's your arms. When it's below your head, it's your legs. But anytime you move them, they don't move like the limbs that you want them to be. So it's frustrating.
It's amazing how it can feel like the game has maximum resistance against going the direction you want it to go in, but the slightest hiccup will make it launch in the exact direction you don't want it to. And you're like, how did we get here?
If you want a pro strat tip on how to cheat the game, it would be to turn down your sensitivity. The lower your sensitivity, the least likely you are to make mistakes. You'd probably also want to turn a button on to increase sensitivity whenever you're doing stuff. So like you can put it on the lowest.
Please go back over there.
Yeah, because if you put it on the lowest sensitivity and then you kick it up when you need to, you'll be good.
You'd think the hard thing would be the tunnel, but the hard thing is getting to the bottom of the tunnel. I'm having so much trouble just getting to the... Fuck. I'm having so much trouble just getting to the bottom of the tunnel. Just to position myself under it. Yeah. So yeah, if you ever watched a video of this and you're like, that guy's an idiot, why does he keep doing that? I can confirm that's just how this game plays. Yeah. Because I've seen other people play this game and I'm like, what's wrong with them? And now I'm like, oh... I get it now. I get what's wrong with them. Oh,
ironic.
Shit.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Shit.
You're there. You're fine. Keep going.
Whenever that happens, I'm like, how did I get over there? Like, what happened? No, I'm trying.
No. Oh. So
okay, close. I'm gonna try turning off this now.
Trackpad?
Yeah, I'm gonna see what it looks like normally.
Same.
No, let's see. Wait, is that how it always controls?
Yes.
I thought that the mouse didn't normally... I thought I've seen the mouse like flow away, like way away from the character before.
Nope.
I could have sworn I've seen that before. Oh, wow. This feels really weird now. Now it's like a completely different sensitivity and everything.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You have way more precision with a mouse than the trackpad. I personally feel.
Why do I get mass... A lot... What? What are you doing? Okay, no, I'm not doing this.
Okay.
I can't... It won't move. Like, not even joking. Like, it's not... It's like I'm pushing it through, like, treacle. Like, it's not moving.
Huh.
I don't understand why. Especially since it's supposedly when I click on that... It, like...
Increases sensitivity.
Oh, I thought it went down when I did the other one.
No.
I could have sworn it was high, and then I clicked on trackpad tuning and it went down or something at some point. Weird. Oh wait, yeah, that's what it did before. Yeah, it decreases it when you go to trackpad, and it increases it when you turn off trackpad.
Yeah.
And yet, when it's look at like this is me moving the normal amount as before, and it's like not even moving. You see that?
That's how it should be.
How do you control it then?
I don't know.
And yet it says that it's in a higher sensitivity now, but it's not. Fucking jump! How do you get enough momentum to jump when you're in this mode? Which is supposedly the normal one.
That? I don't know. I felt like I had way more precision on mouse than I did with trackpad.
No, stop sliding.
But I mean, to each their own, and everyone does differently. I also don't like.
It feels like I have to move it like a mile to do that.
That's fine. Just change it back to fucking okay, or you could turn back sensitivity.
Like I can't do like it needs to be a gesture I can do with my wrist. I have to move my own arm. I'm not gonna have any control over what I'm doing.
There you go.
Shit.
Yeah, boy. Oh, close though. You got it. You got
it seems like sensitivity would probably affect how far you can jump. Because it's how fast. Because it's how fast.
You can push the mouse down.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I think being able to change your sensitivity on your mouse rather than just through the game would be way easier because you could decide how quickly you move the hammer. But you can speed up your sensitivity to max settings, and you're gonna fly because it goes down immediately.
And then you become the guy that beat it in 3 minutes.
Yeah, which is a great way to cheat. But
just
again,
sit on it, please.
It's not what people want.
Can't get him on the rock.
No.
Okay, come on.
But just think, Keith, the satisfaction you'll feel when it's all over.
I don't understand.
And you'll get to the end.
Why it works sometimes. No. Come on, I'm trying to move as slowly as physically possible. It's not momentum. It needs to... No, what? Where are you... When that happens, I'm baffled, by the way.
Don't be.
Every time that happens, I'm like, what is even happening?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Well, that's not gonna work. Shit.
Jeez.
Now I'm all the way back here.
This guy...
He looks so happy to be here.
He's just like,
oh,
back
shit.
at it again.
Shit.
At least that's a solid, flat ledge, so you don't have to worry. That's nice. You know, appreciate the little things in life. Wow.
Shit. It is amazing how much it always feels like what I'm gesturing doesn't correlate to what happens on the screen.
It doesn't.
There we go.
Don't you know?
Here we go. I think it actually reminds me of the split between playing a dual stick shooter versus playing the same game on a computer.
Oh yeah.
Because the same game on a computer is WASD movement and then click on the bad guys to shoot them.
Yeah.
As opposed to dual stick is move with the one stick, aim with the other stick. And in that particular case, like, yes, being able to click on a dude just to shoot him is actually more accurate and probably an easier way to play those games, but it is a fundamental change in how the control works. And in this game's case, I think the situation is almost
back forth.
God damn it!
The other direction, left to right.
The situation feels flipped in that you would have more control over your hammer, it would seem, if you had a radial control system that was based on a central location as opposed to a free flying mouse. Oh. God damn it. I don't know if I can do this, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. Like I understand the idea, but nothing, all I do is fall every time.
Keith.
Like I don't know how to do it physically.
Just got to get over it.
Gotta do the wax on, wax off thing where it's like I literally can't do the gesture is the problem. Like I understand the concept of what I'm supposed to do. But like I literally can't.
I get it, Miyamoto, but I can't do the thing.
I don't know how.
Or Miyagi. There you go. Miyagi.
I don't know how to make it happen. What? He goes like the opposite direction.
Keith, don't pay attention.
No, go back. Go back up this goddamn... Come on.
Row, fight the power.
You've already made that joke like 3 times this episode.
It's just so funny to watch you row, though. You're just like...
Come on.
There you go. Bom.
Please get on the rock. That's all I want from you.
You don't need the rock.
Ah,
the rock is a ruse. Fuck the rock.
I can't go high enough, though, without it.
Yeah, you can.
Can't really go high enough in general.
You can go... You just got high enough.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
the hammer, the bottom of the hammer didn't clear the ledge, so it wasn't going to connect to anything. See?
Oh, now you gotta move over.
I have to go higher. No!
Oh, Jesus.
I don't even know how that happened.
Neither does the game. And just go up. Oh, okay.
Where'd that height come from?
whoa,
like
jeez.
full arm power.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on?
But it didn't turn into a thrust.
There you go. Nice. Nice. Oh, gotta watch out for that top rock.
No. What is this texture made of?
Nothing and everything at the same time. Depends on what it needs to be at that very moment. Slippery or solid. Yep. Oh. Yep. There we go.
No, oh boy. This is the whole game.
Yeah. It's the whole game. It gets no better. It gets no worse either. If it makes you feel better, it doesn't get any worse. It's the same for the next couple hours. I mean, obviously they're different textures, but same mechanic, same struggles.
No.
Same failures. Except you can fall down all the way back here.
I'll never fall.
Well, gravity doesn't exist in this world until it needs to exist.
What? Oh, shit.
Neither does.
No.
Oh, get that trash. Take that trash.
Oh man, the controls feel weird. All right. It's
Nice.
interesting because it reminds me of why in so many video games all the inputs are like A always does a thing and B always does a thing.
Yeah.
Because when you make a video game that's like even nowadays, even when like Nintendo is like, we're gonna make our motion control Zelda game like functionally, despite the fact that you can swing 1,000,000,000 different ways, you're basically just doing one thing over and over again with the actual swings.
Yeah.
Like functionally all the swings are identical, or maybe there's like, oh, there's 4 classifications of swings based on how you do it. Like you did a thrust.
Nintendo
or a swing.
usually just does like one swing. You keep doing this and it swings different ways.
Like in Skyward Sword, they had motion controls required, right?
Yeah.
And was it like a thrust versus slash or something like
Nope,
that?
just regular. Keep swinging your damn sword.
Just no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's actually less types of moves than normal Zelda games.
I think it was just the different types. So you could do like the hut for the hut. You know, like the hut. You could do it sideways for a sideways one. You could
Go up.
Go up.
He just doesn't go up half the time.
Just go up.
No.
Keith, the name of the game
every
is...
single time that happens, I'm trying to put the hammer on my left so I can do the thrust. But then it like catches wrong and I go flying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn
Yeah.
it. No.
But when you're not thinking about it, you go further down the hole. Like if you don't think about yeah, like
There it
that.
goes.
You just lost a lot of progress.
Oof, that's a lot
That's
of
a deep
progress.
frustration, a
Man.
real punch in
Oh
the gut.
boy. Nothing was hard in the beginning part though.
No, but it's the idea is that you're right now, Keith, you are actively frustrated enough that you will just start swinging wildly and making casual mistakes that you would normally not make, because that's what the game is reliant on at the moment. But
Here we go. But yeah, what I was saying is like even when you get functionally infinite inputs in the form of like VR or motion controls, usually what they actually are doing is classifying them into a small list of actual inputs. Like,
Yeah.
this is that you press the shooty button, or you did a there we go, or you did a slash.
I feel like it's
So when you
disappointing because this is a game that
So the crazy thing we're doing here is we're dealing with a game where they give you just procedural inputs basically. And
Yeah.
just crazy ass shit can happen. And that's like outside of how video games normally work, so it's like crazy to try to process the amount of things that can happen. And it really makes you learn why you're so happy that your game has an X button and an A button.
it makes sense because having controls like this
Come
that
on.
one aren't practiced and perfected, like the controller scheme that we have that exists is a perfected controller scheme. You know, when you move the reticle on a controller, it works the way it is supposed to because we've spent years building it to do so. When you're playing a game and you move your head, it's
I
very
had to correct so far for my mouse being way up in
Yeah.
space.
But like if you move, say you're playing a first-person shooter and you move the camera, no, like almost never is a game actually broken to the point where you can't move your camera because we have
shit.
perfected that style of controls.
The best way I can express the difficulty of this game, for those that haven't played it, is that the hammer controls are not one-to-one the way you would think they are.
They don't. Yeah, they don't control the way you.
Like this is me pressing left a lot, and you can see like the mouse wobbling. That constant wobble that's happening. It's because I'm constantly pressing left, but it's like correcting it back towards a specific ring, basically.
Yeah.
So like there's a really weird like tugging to all of your controls that make it really strange.
Are you doing free mouse or your trackpad?
I'm on. I don't remember anymore.
Okay.
But it's true for both anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is normal.
I was just curious.
This is normal mouse. I'm not sure if I know the difference besides the sensitivity, really.
Yeah, that's all.
I don't think it's just the sensitivity.
I think it
probably does something else, because otherwise the sensitivity is just a slider anyway, so you could just use it.
It's
Go
like
over.
Oh,
damn
nice.
it!
I think it's
momentum for some reason.
accounting for your locked square.
Yeah.
Because you can only move the mouse in a square position, even though it makes no sense. Because even if you said trackpad and then you just hooked up a mouse to your laptop, like.
I don't know.
I don't know why trackpad mode needs to exist. Like someone who can't afford a mouse, but you own a laptop. It's an odd situation.
Well, it's normal to have a laptop with no mouse. That's the whole point of the trackpad existing.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like you couldn't.
No.
If you need to take a break, it's okay. I've saved your progress.
Oh, I promise you, if I take a break, that's the end.
Oof. Sorry about that.
Here we go.
I like how his cauldron's filled with water. Is that pee?
He does not eat a lot. Oh shit! What? Why do you let go?
Don't worry about it.
It's not
Keith.
the direction
Just
I pressed.
do it again. Less questions, more doing. Because the more you do, the less you ask, and the less you ask, the more competent it looks.
So have you done the tunnel?
Yes.
Oops.
In the 28 minutes that I played of this game, I got halfway,
which is already less than I've played so far.
Yeah, I've gotten halfway to the I would say not the end, but
definitely not the end.
No, the like the main first hurdle, like the main big, like, okay, you got past the first big area, like that's where I was.
Damn it. I just, nothing about how this guy controls feels like a mouse is the way you would do it.
Well,
it
yeah.
screams joystick control.
But like, Keith, that is the lulz.
And the way that it's tugging around in a circle makes it feel like it's made for a controller already, and you're like hacking it to play with a mouse. You know what I mean?
Well, that's usually the concept. You can put it back onto a controller.
Go.
And I bet you that would be the plebeians would call it, the untrue experience of getting over it. But I bet
why'd that happen?
I bet you would feel amazing to play on a controller.
It just seems like the most intuitive way to play it.
Yeah.
I wonder, because if he makes enough money, like, would he make a PS4 port, for example? And if he did, then he'd have to make it work on a controller.
No, he wouldn't do that.
And I wonder how that would happen.
I don't even, it doesn't matter how successful he is. I don't think he'd put it on a console, because that was the whole point. The whole point is you have to use a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, but that's definitely not mattered before for some games.
For his games?
I don't know if he's ever sold a game before. I think they've always been free. So
yeah.
It's just, it's new territory for him, I think. But like, there's been plenty of games that are like, clearly it's only for this platform, and then just comes out on something else, and they're like, oh, I guess it can. You can't put a Diablo game on a console. You can't put a 999 on PC. Oh wait, both those happened. Fuck me.
Who the fuck says you can't put 999 on a PC? It's a damn point.
They're all like, the ending requires the split screen. It's the only way it could ever work. Which by the way, the comments constantly shouting how, wow, how are they gonna do the ending without a split screen? It really like spoils elements of the ending, basically, of like what's supposed to be subversive about it.
It's also
that's all
really,
they ever shouted at us over and over again. I'm like, wow, all right.
I think I'm more impressed that people forgot somehow that in like the past for the past 30 years we've had a thing that I don't know if anybody remembers. It's called picture-in-picture. We developed it a long time ago for old tube TVs. The idea that you can put a small picture within a big picture by resizing it. It's crazy, and you don't actually have to see you can still see it too. Like, you can still see the small picture and the big picture.
That was the most baffling thing, is that they got to the part where it was time to
It's time to do the puzzle.
They got to the part of the...
And they wouldn't do split screen?
Yeah, the most baffling thing about the 999 port on PC is that they got to the part where it's like, oh my god, split screen, and they just didn't... like, all they had to do was just show it what it looked like originally.
Yeah.
But instead they're like, no, we'll just break it and show it as a full screen thing, because... What, no one who plays a DS port that's already dealing with graphics that are clearly from a DS and like low-res ass art is not going to be able to accept that there's a scene that can only be displayed in that original format. I'm like, fucking movie-going audiences watch movies that randomly cut between IMAX resolution and non-IMAX resolution midway through the movie. I think they'll be able to survive.
Don't fucking remind me of The Hobbit. Goddamn GoPros.
Oh yeah, that too.
Shit is so fucking unforgivable.
Fucking do the thing! I am baffled by how much effort it takes to do a tiny thing like lower yourself. Because of the control scheme being so bizarre. Like, I'll be sitting there holding myself up on my own hammer, and I'm just like trying to slightly lower myself down, and I'm like pressing up a lot, and it just won't let go. And I'm like,
right?
why won't you draw? I'm like, why won't you get on the ground? I don't understand the problem. Fuck. Alright, I don't want to play anymore.
You want me to play?
I'm so dead. I mean, do you want to show the audience how to get up the tunnel?
Yeah.
You said you wouldn't play this game, but do you want to just go up the tunnel, please?
Fine.
So that was.
I thought you could at least get a little bit further.
I was gonna end the video by going up the tunnel, but I'm like, I'm serious. Like, I was gonna be like, yeah, I beat the tunnel, but like, I'm not even getting back up there now. I'm just like getting sad. And like,
I'm getting sad.
I'm bummed out because I wanted to outsmart this game.
You can.
Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna think about what to do, and like, all that matters is just thinking about how to move the hammer. I can't get the hammer to do what I want to do ever.
How boring it is. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 out of 10.
Like, I can't. I just can't. So I'm just playing now. I just can't mesh my brain with how to move. I thought I could. I thought I could just outsmart the game, but the brain-to-hand coordination is not leading to stuff happening.
Okay, first off, yo fam, turn your fucking shit down. Like, god damn. You're causing a little bit of a scene here.
That may have been some of my problems, was the fact that I changed the sensitivity through.
Don't have the sensitivity so high. This is a game that requires...
The problem is I couldn't do the jump, and then once the sensitivity was lower, I couldn't get really anything to happen. I felt like I was just paralyzed in place. I don't know.
I've learned that you just go nice and slow.
So this game seemed to totally click for Birdcatcher. First session was 2 hours long, and I looked at the ending of it, and he's like going through like floating apartment buildings and stuff, and I'm like, oh, huh. He made it somewhere. I don't know how far that is, but it's somewhere. That coffee cup is still here.
It is. Buddy.
Come on, Andrew, get over it.
Okay.
LOL, get the name. Do you get it?
Second. You just have to go slow.
I'm bummed that I couldn't get further because I want to hear more of his narration.
So I'm bummed because I want to hear more of his narration. Yeah. You just have to...
I want to get further to hear him talk, because I find this little talk about his like GDC talk about B games interesting.
You could just listen to the audio file.
So there's a lot of interesting indie developers that you find their one good Steam game that's really interesting, like Steven Sausage Roll, and then you find their website and they're like, by the way, they made like 100 games in the past, and they're all like weird micro games that like look like they're for like a Ludum Dare.
Yeah.
They're the most baffling, bizarre expressions of metaphors or whatever the hell they were going for. Yeah, yeah, I think this game ultimately went towards the search and simulator for me, where it's like, oh, I think I know what I'm supposed to do, and it's like, I can't, no, where it's just nothing I do will seem to translate to me doing what my brain wants to do.
Yeah. It's frustrating, but if you learn, Keith, the art of, I don't give a fuck, your game's trash, you can magically do things.
I just want to get further than Aaron Hansen.
Okay. Well,
and I couldn't. Because he made it exactly that far.
Oh, oops. No. You need to pull.
Careful, you're going to repeat what I do, which is where you slightly lift yourself on that ramp and then slide down it.
Yeah.
Most aggravating thing.
Yep. Oh.
You're doing it. A+.
Pull yourself in. I didn't ask you to go up. There we go.
We did it, everybody. Andrew said he wouldn't touch the controller mouse, and I got him to. I win. My win.
My win. That's all I came here for.
Stop. Stop.
It's fine. It's fine. Just.
What's gonna happen? Oh, it's slipping. Oh, it's slipping. Oh, it's slipping. Oh, it's slipping. Happening. That's not how physics is. That's not what physics do, Andrew.
Shut up.
Oh, shit.
There you go. Is that what you wanted outside of the tunnel?
Yay.
Isn't that really boring? You just...
Yay.
I told you it was just left and right, left and right. Oh.
Yeah.
By the way, this tree's not real.
Background tree.
Yes.
Don't touch the background tree.
Look at that. Not a real tree. Isn't that funny? You would almost think you could rely on it. Like they did it so you would fail on purpose.
Like if you went left onto the tree and then used it to jump off to get to the cliff.
Yep.
Which is actually pretty high up.
It's a smart idea, but you can't because it's fucking real.
Is that what made you stop? Is you got there and you fell through that and you're like, I quit.
I didn't fall through it. I touched it.
Oh.
I went over to it and I was like, are you real? And no. And I was like, yeah, this is a garbage game. And I left. And so I threw my...
Have you been past here yet?
Huh?
Have you been past here yet? There's like a Golden Gate Bridge up on the right, apparently.
Oh, yeah. This is, well...
Have you ever made that jump?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Tragedy strike. Oh, tragedy strike again. Mucho tragedy.
It's fine. I just... Come on.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
Oh, the desperation slides are they're just so depressing.
If you want me to get over there, I'll get over there.
For years now,
there you go.
people have been predicting.
Alright, so what are we doing? Yeah, see, this is the point I left off at because then it becomes this thing where it's just...
Oh,
fuck! Oh, no!
It becomes a skyscraper thing.
I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly
yeah,
made,
so that is getting over it, isn't
they're
it?
trash in the way that
Interesting.
Food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be
I think my favorite part of it is nothing.
And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage.
Oh, come on.
In the
Goddamn
context of
mouse pad.
technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
You having trouble?
Yeah, it's not. My mouse isn't letting me go.
Over time,
wow.
we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill.
My mouse isn't letting me go the way it needs.
It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh
I've
and untainted
been
and unused.
working on
Everything around us is cultural trash. Trash becomes the new medium. The
I'm not
lingua
doing it
franca
that
of the
fast. What's
digital
wrong with you?
age. And you could build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games,
Oh, fun
B
to do it
movies, B music,
slowly.
B philosophy.
Nothing about this is screaming fun to me. I wish I was
That was a weird
dead.
experience listening to him talk while you were just like singing over him.
Oh yeah, well, if he said something more interesting, I would probably listen. Which, if he was gonna say something interesting, oh, come on, that was not a flick off.
I might be the first ever person to try to play Getting Over It for the story.
Probably because everyone else just, you know, opened the game file. And
Going down the road feeling bad.
Get nasty over there, boy.
Careful. You gotta retract.
That's what I'm trying to do. Ooh, no.
Going down the road.
Oh, no, no. I was
Jesus.
trying to make a fucking joke. Jesus game.
Jesus. Oh.
Trying to make a joke, and the goddamn game is like so hypersensitive to every fucking movement. Which, by the way, like, I don't know if gravity changed or something, but look at that. Like, I don't remember my mouse being this fucking sporadic. It just changed gravity all of a sudden. Like, you got higher and gravity changed.
Gravity changed.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like, you don't...
Oh no.
Fuck off, man. There you go.
Are you saying that gravity falls? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get up here.
Yeah, there we go.
Literally all I was trying to do. And I can get here, and then... What? So I can get here. Down makes me go up.
Down makes what go up?
Me go up.
Like pressing down makes your character go up?
Like, okay.
Because that makes sense because you're pressing down on the thing.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
no.
What are you trying to do?
Huh? Trying to crawl my way to victory.
Are you trying to hook the hammer on, or are you trying to get your character up there?
Trying to hook my hammer on?
So I think you're supposed to just hang off of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like this.
Yeah.
Right.
And you gotta like kind of swing. Yeah. This part makes sense to me.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything
maybe
we ever thought of in it.
Maybe
Grand,
Bird didn't get that far, because I think he made it this far.
unsorted.
In 2 hours?
Might have to double check, but I think he made it like this far, yeah.
God rest his soul.
This isn't gonna get you anywhere. Have you played this part?
No.
This is all new?
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to be on top of that.
Yep. I wish my mouse would... Okay, look. Let go.
This is where we find out that your mouse is the reason I was having trouble.
No, it just... Something about the game changed, and... Because I wasn't having this much trouble before.
I was gonna say, is your mouse dying, but your mouse is wired.
Yeah.
There you go. I gotta be very careful, or bad things will happen. Because if you jump too well, it'll come unhooked.
Yeah.
There we go. Now you just gotta go around. Yeah! You did it!
Bounce.
You did a video game. For realsies.
No, bring me over. Okay. Bring me
There's
over.
3D models
Hey!
and breakfast. Gen X's fanfic
Cool.
novels, scan magazines, green
Where do I
screen,
go from
Shia
here?
LaBeouf,
Left.
banned stuff scenes on LiveLeak.
There's still more
Facebook's
stuff
got
to
lifelike
left.
bots with unbranded adverts and candid
Are you
shots
sure?
of
I don't
Kanye
trust
and
it.
Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed gifs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded,
Hey,
forgotten,
Cauldron Man, I'm gonna trust that
unrecycled,
you know how to
muddled,
lift yourself like an adult.
untitled.
Like an adult. This is a normal adult activity. Oh, there's a place down here. This game is strangely like the...
Everything's fresh for
Whoa!
about 6
That was totally on
seconds
accident,
until
wasn't
some
it?
newer thing
A little bit,
beckons,
yeah.
and we
Oh,
hit
no, no, no,
refresh.
no, no, no,
And
no.
there's years of persevering,
Trying to just
disappearing into the
readjust my
pile,
mouse,
out of
which I think
style,
is the...
out of sight.
No. No.
Readjusting your mouse is the biggest culprit of this game.
This game really strangely feels like the definition of we'll tell you when you're older. No. No. Bad things happening.
I'm just honestly, I'm trying to move my mouse back to a default position because it keeps moving the mouse too far.
Yeah. Because it's like your mouse slowly wanders off towards the end of
Yeah.
the pad because you keep pressing a particular
This
direction.
is why mouse is not a good idea for this.
Oh, Jesus.
This is why a joystick would be a good idea for this.
Ah, good. Look.
Because the joystick wouldn't have these problems. Like you said, it would be more
I am really
intuitive.
curious how it would feel. Oh, God. Oh, God. No.
Oh.
No.
And
I do wonder if this game's genuinely made of recycled parts. Like if all the visuals are things from like, I don't know, like the Unity asset store or something.
maybe.
They do, because they weirdly have a unified style, so I wonder if that could be true or not.
They look like there's some kind of pack.
Like a bunch of asset flip stuff usually doesn't look like it fits together, but this stuff all looks like it fits together.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he just made all the shit for some reason. But he's talking about B games and recycled parts and everything, so it'd be kind of the point for it all to be recycled, but it looks like it's kind of maybe not.
It might be recycled from his own content.
Maybe.
Like maybe he was making a game of some kind and he recycled.
Have you seen Sexy Hiking?
No.
It's basically this, but like really shitty, like OG Newgrounds
What?
looking. Like the hammer is just a weird object that floats around you, like in Rayman or something. There you go.
Oh, no.
No, you did the thing I always do. It's really hard to control him when he's like massively flying around the screen, and you're like trying to control his hammer. He's going on like vacation.
Okay, there we go. Now I can Weird. It's like not... It's like... It is increasing my sensitivity somehow.
Are the controls somehow worse
Yeah.
than when you played it before?
Yes.
Huh. I wonder if something was going wrong. And maybe that's why I was having so much trouble.
It's just the game. It changed.
Whoa.
Okay, I thought that was
Fuck
solid.
you, grill.
I thought that was solid, so.
Oh, you thought you were gonna like hammer it to go flying like that
Yeah.
one move from Ruby?
Pretty much, yeah.
No.
Pull yourself in. There you go. Oh. Okay. Self in. Pull. There. No, pull your. Why are you doing this? Every time I ask you, this is why.
So check out Bennett Foddy on stream. I mean, getting over it. You can really only experience it by actually experiencing it. Watching it is not justice.
Watching it is not.
It's amazing. Yeah, like watching it does not begin to express what it feels like. Holy shit. Well, it's a good thing we didn't stream this.
Yeah.
So I was gonna be like, yeah, let's do like a 5-hour stream of Bennett Foddy and just beat it. How hard could it be? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to keep going at all.
Yeah. It's not really great. I feel like I could beat this game in probably like 10-15 minutes if it wasn't a mouse. Like, you just remove the mouse aspect. Okay, just hold on, Benny.
Hold on, Benny.
Benny, Bonnie, I don't
Benny
know.
Hanna.
And I don't know what your name
Gonna
is.
increase that sensitivity. Nothing can go wrong from this abrupt change of controls. Oh shit.
Actually, no, nothing could have gone wrong except for the game. I can't account for the game being
How
just...
would you want to bet that if you fall off that tiny ledge, you go straight to the beginning of the game?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I wonder how many times they filter you back towards that one plane of failure.
As many
So
times...
that you can become really familiar with it, like it's Firelink Shrine.
Like it's fire.
Ah, no!
The soul would have no rainbow. had
Yeah,
the eyes
I'm
no
getting to a
tears.
point where I just don't
John
give a fuck
Vance
anymore.
Cheney.
It's
John Vance Cheney.
Yeah, great, cool. Good for John Vance fucking Cheney. How about you go talk to John Vance Cheney and ask him what a better game design would be, because this is not it.
He's probably dead.
Good.
I don't know who he is, but a lot of people that are quoted are usually dead. I mean, statistically true.
Statistically true.
That most quoted people are dead.
Keith Ballard.
No! It's like putting me in the death note.
You were the one who started the quote train here. I'm just following through by
You can
quoting
stop
you.
if you want to, it's fine.
Oh, I didn't know when you wanted to stop. I didn't know if you had like a set amount of
I've been going
time.
at this for a long ass time now already.
Cool, we're done.
This has been getting over it.
Yeah, it's been getting over it. It's
You asked for it.
yeah, it's what you wanted. So good job.
It is so not a game I'd want to keep playing. Yeah.
Isn't it impressive how it's not?
It's a curiosity.
I
It's
think-
interesting that it exists. I'm done though.
I feel like there
I'm so
is-
done. I just don't.
Yeah, they won't let you.
I didn't mess with the controls at all. I'm like, this is